Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we use some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the crate class we're using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. Of course, if you guys like to go back and pause, get a good look at it, you can do that, but I will be talking about the crate class periodically throughout this video. The crate class itself is not actually very well optimized, but we talk about that here pretty soon. But what we got going on here is a game of domination here on the map Comeback, running around with the SN6 SMG, and this gameplay is ridiculously fast, and it is just a great example of like a one-man army kind of player, just defending the C flag like crazy. You'll be watching this. This was sent in by a guy that goes by the name of the Friendly Machine, and if you watched a lot of Chem Strike Saturday last year, or even a little bit of DNA Saturday this year, you probably know that name, the Friendly Machine. He's a very good player. He submits a lot of stuff here to my YouTube channel for these different kinds of series, and he does get featured a lot because he has a good YouTube channel, and he's a great player, always submits great gameplay, just definitely good stuff overall. So we're using the SN6, which is just one of the reasons I really wanted to select this gameplay, because the SN6 is a very underused submachine gun. But you look at the KF5 and you look at the ASM1, you look at guns like that, and there's like all the other submachine guns really kind of get underused as a result, because those two submachine guns are very, very good in their own right. And then you got this one, which is not a bad SMG at all. It just really isn't a bad SMG, but just is very, very underused. And then to see somebody do a gameplay like this, where it's a ridiculously fast DNA bomb, he's running around taking everybody out, really showing how powerful the weapon can be. I love that kind of stuff, and that's why I decided to feature this DNA bomb here for DNA Saturday. The class itself, not very well optimized, so let's actually go ahead and talk about that. So you may have noticed that he's actually using overkill on his class right now. So he has your standard SN6 submachine gun. He's using grip and a silencer, which is a great setup. That's the exact same setup I use when I use the SN6. But he's also overkilling it with a SAC-3, which is the dual wield, like akimbo only submachine guns. He's overkilling with those. He doesn't actually use them at all throughout the gameplay, so that's why I'm saying it's not very well optimized. But in terms of perks, he's also got low profile, and in perk 2, he's got blind eye and peripherals, which I'm seeing that both DNA Saturday episodes this week were both actually using that, so that's very interesting. And perk 3, he's got toughness and scavenger. Scavenger becoming a very popular perk as I'm seeing it. You guys converted me, right? You converted me to start using peripherals a little bit on my crate classes, but I don't think you'll ever be able to convert me to actually using scavenger over blast suppressor. I just don't think it can be done. I don't think you guys can preach that enough to me. I really don't think I can get over that. I cannot play without blast suppressor. I just really can't. But that is his crate class, man. He runs around with that and basically defends the C flag throughout the entirety of the gameplay, and ends up getting himself a very, very fast overall DNA bomb. I gotta say, while we're here, while you guys basically have a perfect idea of what's going on here, you know all about the crate class now. It's a very quick DNA bomb, so I want to get all my points across very quickly. Comeback is a freaking great map, isn't it? Like, Comeback itself, I think, is one of the, it's gotta be in the top 3 of the maps in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It just really has to be. I feel as though this is one of those maps that I'm enjoying so much, as even in like the early stages of the game's life cycle, I feel as though this map has the potential to become one of those nostalgic maps. Now, what I mean about that is in the future, like the next Sledgehammer game, right, all the way up in 2017, I think is when that's actually going to end up happening. I could be wrong about that, but way up there in the future, right? The next Sledgehammer game, I can picture this map coming back as a DLC map, like a remake, and there's a DNA bomb we just got right there. That's how good I think this map honestly is. I feel as though it's a great map that a lot of people actually like to play and a lot of people enjoy, and because of that, I can picture, like in, I don't know, Advanced Warfare 2, them actually bringing back this map as a nostalgic map in a map pack, kind of like remastering it or something like that, because it really is that good. I do feel as though it's one of those great maps, but of course, people are all entitled to their own opinions. Some people may not agree with me that this map is very good. Some people like some of the most random maps in the game that I just hate. Like, there was somebody in a couple of videos back saying that Array from the original Black Ops was one of their favorite maps, and I'm like, are you crazy? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But here we are with the final score, ladies and gentlemen. We got a final score there of 38 kills and 2 deaths. Very, very nice overall gameplay. Running around with the SN6, a very underused but still very viable submachine gun here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So be sure to give that gun a look if you guys haven't already. It's definitely pretty good. I like using it myself, and it's one of those guns where the ASM1 is becoming so ridiculously overused. I try not to use overused weapons, so now I'm trying to use the other submachine guns like the KF5, the SN6, and things like that. And now the SN6 is definitely a pretty good gun, especially if you put a little bit of time into it. So try that gun out if you guys haven't already. I hope you guys will enjoyed this week's episode of DNA Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And if you guys would like to submit your guys' DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, watch the video that's on your screen right now. There's a clickable annotation that you guys can click, as well as there's a link to it down in the video description. That'll take you over there to that video. The video itself is actually pretty helpful. So basically, I show you all the rules that I want you guys to abide by when submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. I also give you guys some helpful hints as to the specific little things I'm looking for when I go over all the gameplay every single week for DNA Saturday. Just basically, if you want to submit your stuff, that's your guide. If you want to submit your stuff for DNA Saturday, be sure to go ahead and watch that video. If you guys like to go ahead and check out The Friendly Machine, he's a returning guest here on my YouTube channel. He was actually featured several times last year with Call of Duty Ghost in my series Chem Strike Saturday. He's actually already been featured before here in Advanced Warfare with DNA Saturday, so you guys already know he's a pretty freaking great player. He definitely is. Over on his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/thefriendlymachine, you actually will find a lot of Call of Duty content. That's basically what he does. Before Advanced Warfare came out, he did a lot of, shall we say, like opinion-based videos where basically he talks about different news or different things happening within the Call of Duty scene, and he just kind of offers some opinions on that, discusses it a little bit, interacts with his subscribers. Very similar to stuff I do here on my YouTube channel. But since Advanced Warfare has actually come out, he basically has turned into kind of like a gameplay style channel where basically the only videos he uploads are either really crazy gameplays or different kinds of DNA bombs. Some of the most recent videos he's put up is he has a DNA bomb with the ASM1. He has a double DNA bomb. He had a gameplay, which is, I think, is a really cool thing. He had a gameplay where he got 9,999 score. And if you guys don't know, the scoreboards in Advanced Warfare stop once you get to 9,999. It just, you won't go any higher than that. So he basically maxes out the scoreboard in one of his gameplays. And I thought that was pretty cool. So go ahead and check him out if you guys haven't already. Hopefully you guys have already checked him out before, because he has been featured quite a bit here on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and give him a look. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episodes of DNA Saturday. No, there will not, in fact, actually be a third episode of DNA Saturday going up this week, just because I realized and went back and counted all the videos that I've actually made over the past month here in December, and I'm including these two videos, I have uploaded 37 videos over 27 days, and I don't want to overload anybody. I feel like I'm making way too many videos. You know, I think that might be turning off some people, so I'm going to try not to spam you guys with way too many videos. So I'm not actually going to do a third episode of DNA Saturday this week. Of course, I never end up uploading on Sunday, so this will be the last video here for a couple days. Then on Monday, of course, we'll be right back into it with some more videos. Hopefully you guys will be there and check that out. I hope you guys all have a very safe and Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.